What advice would you give to your past self? Honestly, be nice to yourself. Everything's gonna be fine in the long run, but just be nice. Cut yourself some slack and, don't be so hard on yourself. That's what I would say to little me. What are your favorite movies of all time? Gosh, I've said this so much. I think everybody knows this is my favorite movie, but The Notebook. If you haven't seen it, go watch it immediately, please. You will do yourself a great favor, and it is such a good movie. Go watch it. I force all of my friends to watch the movie. Unless they don't want to, then they don't have to, but it's so good. I sobbed the first time I saw it. It was so good. What is your biggest pet peeve? Honestly, my biggest pet peeve is when I make a plan with someone and then they cancel, and I understand completely. I completely understand. Things happen. But I really love hanging out with my friends, and I really want to hang out with them. And so when they cancel on me, I'm just disappointed, and I really like hanging out with them. If you could have your dream vacation, where would you go, and what would you do? If I could have my dream vacation, I would probably go to Hawaii, in the sense that I've been there before, and I absolutely loved it. I love the sunshine. I love anything that's tropical. It's just me. What would I do? I would be drinking pina coladas on the beach, going surfing, swimming with turtles, and oh my gosh, that would be so fun. And I'd be wearing cute little, I don't know, flowery, it would be really cute. But no, Hawaii for sure. Actually, I think it's pronounced Hawaii, but someone please let me know on that one, because I'm not really sure. Okay, if you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Does Thanksgiving dinner count? Honestly, Thanksgiving dinner is so good, and that's why it only comes around once a year. Except for in my house, because it comes around twice a year, also on Christmas. It's the best. It's so good. But yeah, no, Thanksgiving dinner. I need all the little sides that I can choose from. I mean, work smarter, not harder. Okay, what is your favorite birthday memory? I would have to say, this was the most recent one too. So my favorite birthday memory is when I got blindfolded and I walk outside because it's my birthday. I'm so excited, and I'm walking outside and I just turned 16, so I'm driver's license, I can drive now. And so my mom takes off my blindfold and she put this humongous bow on her car. The car that we already had. But honestly, it was kind of the best thing ever, because I was just happy to get a car, and now I can finally call it my own. And it's the car that I drive every single day, so I'm genuinely just so grateful that I actually have a vehicle to drive, because I love driving it. But yeah, no, I think that was my favorite birthday memory, and I was honestly kind of shocked. I was like, this is kind of cool. I love this car. And I know how to drive it well, because it's the car that I learned on. Okay. Oh, what is one of your most embarrassing moments? This is a little bit of a doozy. So my most embarrassing moment, I would have to say, is, this was a long time ago, so cut me some slack, but I was at this summer camp, and I used to be, or at least I think that I used to be, and I'm not anymore, a little bit clumsy. And so I was at this summer camp, eating breakfast at the breakfast table, and I had this tall, nice glass of orange juice, and I wasn't very aware that I knocked my cup over, but I knocked it over. And mind you, these tables were literally probably like 30 people long with people on both sides, and it went completely down the center of the table, and it got into 3 different people's laps, none of which were my own. I started crying, which is kind of hilarious now. But like literally it was in people's laps and everyone was like, oh, whoa there. And I was the one who did it. That was me. So if you were there, if you remember that, which I don't know if you do, I'm sorry. That was me. Yeah, that's probably my most embarrassing moment. That or calling someone by the wrong name. That's pretty embarrassing. But no, definitely that one. Okay, who were the first creators you followed on social media? If I'm being so honest, it was one person, and she shaped my life, my childhood, my literal childhood. And I don't know if you know the name, which you might, because she was an icon in my opinion. Her name is Bethany Moda, and I still watch every single YouTube video that she puts out every single day. Or like if she puts one out, obviously I'm the first one to watch it. Yeah, I've been watching her for probably over like 10 years. My favorite. And I've watched some of her videos like 30 times. Cause they just don't get old. Oh, I love her videos. Who are your role models? I would have to say my biggest role model and my number one supporter throughout my whole entire life has been my mom, and she's shaped me into the person that I am today, and I don't know what I'd do without her. She is the absolute best person in my life, and I love her to pieces. She's amazing. So if you ever meet her in person, you're gonna love her, because she's the most beautiful human being that you will ever meet, in my opinion. So yeah, she's my biggest role model, and I feel like I've learned so many incredible and super important lessons from her. So thank you, Mom. I love you. And last but not least, do you see social media as your long-term career path? If not, what do you see yourself doing? I would say yes and no. I don't see solely social media as my long-term career path, but social media is always going to be a part of my career, like 24/7. Because that's how I've started, and it's just incredibly important to me. And I absolutely adore all of my fans and all of the friends that I've made along the way. And so I wouldn't change that for a world. And if I could keep on doing it for the rest of my life, I would. And I probably will. It's not going to be the main thing that I focus on. It's not going to be my main career, but it's always going to be part of my life and part of my career. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for, being here and listening to me talk and gab away. No, it was so much fun. Thank you so much to Famous Birthdays for allowing me to do a Q&A. And for all of you guys watching, thank you for watching and getting to know me a little better. I hope to get to know you too. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Doodles!